Okay, very good morning to all. So I'm expecting the response from your side also. So very good morning to all.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
So we are meeting first time. So that's why I'm saying good morning. So very good morning as well as good afternoon. So I want to welcome you all in the second year BTech Computer Science and Engineering Department. So here I'm going to deal with the subject that is the data structure. So code of that subject is CS 213. And the teaching scheme and examination scheme. So here I have given on the PPT. I hope all of you are able to see the PPTs, right? So teaching scheme means so for a week. So for the theory, 3 hours lecture will be conducted, and the weightage of the subject data structure. So in case of a credit, the 3 credit is for the theory, and every week 2 hours practicals related with the data structure is conducted, and the 1 credit is given to the practical, right? Now regarding the examination scheme related with data structure is concerned, for the end semester exam the 70 mark is there, and for the ISC 30 marks is there. I hope everyone is aware with the patterns, right? So end semester exam is conducted at the completion of your all the syllabus, right? And ISC 30 marks exam. So we are going to conduct the 3 ISC. First ISC is related with the first. Now in the data structure, so 8 units is there. The first ISC will be conducted on first 3 units. After that, next ISC will be conducted on next 3 units or 2 units. So that is depending on the syllabus completion status. And after that, on the remaining unit, so third ISC will be conducted. And average of the all the ISC will be considered as your final marks of the ISC. Now ICA, so that is the term or 25 marks. So we'll discuss how the 25 marks is given to you. After that, POE, so practical oral examination. Now for this subject, so data structure, the practical oral exam is there. So that is of 50 marks. So external examiner will come, and your external exam will be conducted, right? So after completion of all the practicals, so before your theory exam, so this POE exam will be conducted, right? Now here the total weightage for the subject, that is data structure, is 70 plus 30, 100 plus 25, 125 plus 50 means 175. So total weightage or total marks for the data structure is 175. I hope all of you understood the weightage of the marks for this data structure subject. Right now here, the theoretical part as well as your practical part is very important. Now in your career point of view, or in your programming or everything, technical front of, if you consider your technical skill. So here the practical is very important, right? So if you, when you will face the placement related activities, or when you will go in the final year, or at the time of company selection, so when you are appearing for the technical interview, so definitely the question will be asked on the data structure, right? So for that purpose, so in your career point of view, or in the computer science, so this data structure is the very important subject, right? So you need to complete all the practicals with full understanding, right? So here the weightage for the practical separate for the practical is 50 marks and for the term of 25 marks, right? So all of you understood the examination scheme?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes. Anyone want to ask some questions? Just 1 minute. Let me reduce sound, because if you talk, so here I'm getting so clear. Okay, now before proceeding to our subject, so I will introduce myself. So my name is Ranjit Varakabde. So currently I'm working as an assistant professor in computer science and engineering department. Since from 2015 onwards, I'm working in the same organization, that is in the Swedish College of Engineering, Pandharpur. Right. So previously I worked in industry for 1 year, and after that I have joined the teaching field. So I have 11 years of experience in teaching as well as in the industry. So 1 year in the industry, and after that till date, so I'm working in the teaching fields, right? So before this college, I worked in Pune University. So Jil Education Society, right? So College of Engineering, Pune. So I worked there for 1 year, and after that, so I work in Universal College of Engineering, Pune. So I worked there for 3.5 years, right? After that, in 2015 onwards, so I'm working in the same organization, that is in the Sweri, in the CSE department as an assistant professor. About my qualification, so I have completed my B Computer Science and Engineering from the same institute. So that is Swedish College of Engineering, Pandharpur, in 2010 with first class and distinction. After that, so I have completed my Master of Engineering in Computer Network. So specialization is Computer Network. So from Pune University, so in 2013, and with first class and distinction. And after that, so currently, so I'm doing my PhD from Weltech University, so Chennai, and my research area is wireless sensor network. So currently, the status of my PhD is now I have completed my all coursework examinations, and after that, so I have completed all the work. So I'm in the so what we call last phase of completion of my PhD. Right. So my mail ID I have given. So all of you dictate my mail ID and my mobile number, my contact number. So this is my WhatsApp number. So anytime you can ping me. So if you are having any issues related with the data structures or related with our CSE department, or if you want to communicate with me, so use this mobile number. So 9975382223. So this is my personal contact number. And till date, so I taught so many subjects. So few of the subjects I taught in Pune University. So, and after that, so I have taught in same in Solapur University also. So here I have given the list of subjects. So few subjects I have dictated here: data structure, OMD, C, C++, Java, computer organization, computer graphics, system programming, compiler construction, database management system, so numerical methods and computational programming. After that, STQA, mobile computing, software engineering, right? So etc. Right. So this is about introduction of myself, and till date I have published so many research papers related with my research. So till date I have published the 15 papers on my research. So if you Google it, so you will get all these papers. So out of that, so 8 papers I have published in international journals, 3 in national international conference, 2 national journals, 2 national conferences. Now, before proceeding to our subject, so we'll complete or we'll revise the vision, mission, objective, qualities, and policies. So, Institute vision is to be recognized among the best institutes in India for excellence in technical education. So this is the vision of our institute, right? And mission of the institute is to impart a value-added technical education through ambience of academic excellence, research and life skills by inculcating personal touch and respect in relationship among the stakeholders, right? So stakeholders means everyone is coming, those who are related with our institute. So everyone is belonging to the stakeholders. So we all are the stakeholders, right? Now here, so inculcating personal touch and respect in relationship amongst the stakeholders, right? So always Rungesar is saying, give respect and take respect. So this statement is every time repeated, right? So this is the mission of our institute. After that, department vision. So to be nationally recognized for excellence in education, augmented by research in the field of computer science and engineering. So department mission is to impart a value-added technical and applied research-oriented education by inculcating life skills-oriented to industries with emphasis on human values. So this is our department vision and mission, right? Now, program educational objectives. The Department of Computer Science and Engineering has its program educational objectives to produce the graduates who apply the science domain specific knowledge and skills in growing the software and related industries. Now, what is our program educational objective or objective of our computer science and engineering courses? So we want to produce or the graduates. Graduate means, so you are the graduates after completion of your BTech, right? So what is our main objective of program of educational objective is, so apply the computer science domain specific knowledge and skills in growing the softwares and software related industries. So this is the first thing. After first PEOs, after second is the demonstrate the leadership and professional ethics, project management and finance related attributes as employees or as an employer. Employees means, so if you are working for any of the organization, so this is called as employees. Or if you are creating your own organization, or if you are creating your own company, right? So this is called, at that time we are calling them as employers, right? So after that, third PO is engage in lifelong learning for professional advancement to develop innovative solutions for individual or societal problems. Fourth one is demonstrate strong communication skills and ability to function effectively as an individual and part of the team. These are the PSOs, program specific outcome. So what is the outcome what kind of outcome is expected? Engineering graduates will be able to, so now you are the computer science engineering graduate. So you need to understand the first outcome is expected, that is understand and design the computer system using the knowledge of, so whatever the subject you are going to study here. So all these subjects will be considered here, right? So here we have not mentioned data structure. Data structure is also there. Knowledge of all the subject, whatever the subject you are studying in the up to this last year, right? After the second one is the interpret, analyze, and design the software system programming knowledge using algorithmic skills, web technologies, big data analytics, networking fundamentals, so machine learning and Internet of Things. So these three words, so interpret, analyze, and design software system. So we'll discuss at the time of introduction of data structure, right? So I will explain the meaning of these three words in detail. Third outcome, adopt the applications in emerging field of computer science and engineering. So adopt the application in the emerging field of computer science and engineering. Nowadays, so if you consider the scenario of market, so everywhere, so computer science and application of this computer science and engineering, or we can call them as a IT industry application. So everywhere it is useful, right? So if you consider in a banking sector, if you consider in a industries, right? So everywhere nowadays, so everyone is aware with the vaccination program. So this vaccination program is handled digital. So we are maintaining the data of all the peoples, those who are in our country, right? So all the data we are maintaining by using one site. So can anyone will, what is the site of that vaccinations? Which site we are using?
Cowin.com.
Cowin.com.
Cowin.com. Now this Cowin.com is the application of our computer science and engineering, right? So how we are maintaining, what kind of data you are maintaining by using this Cowin.in, Cowin site? Or for what purpose we are using this site? Vaccination, right? But how you are using it? Can anyone?
First, we want to do registration,
Right.
and
So
after vaccination, we will get certificate.
yes. So first, now you are talking as a user point of view, right? So how the user is now. This is the recent application of our computer science and engineering. So if you talk, so this is the government has launched the recent application of, or government is using it. Still, it is going on, right? So that is the vaccination program. So this vaccination program is handled by using this Cowin site, right? So in that, so user means who is the user? All the people, those who are member of our nations, right? So everyone is registering on that site, right? So first we need to register. So for the registration, so what we require? So some criteria is there. So we required the Aadhaar, right? So Aadhaar card. So by using the Aadhaar number or by using any identity proof, so PAN card or Aadhaar, so maximum, so we are using the Aadhaar card numbers. So with the help of Aadhaar numbers, so and mobile number, personal mobile number, right? So we are doing the registration, right? So after that, so we are scheduling our vaccination. So dose 1, dose 2, right? So according to the schedule, so we are getting the vaccinations, right? Or doses we are getting, right? Dose 1 and dose 2. Now, after completion of vaccination, so automatically the certificate is generated, right? And this certificate we are able to download from this site, right? So this is the best application of our computer science and engineering. So if you consider, right? So here adopt the application in emerging field, right? So this is the emerging field, right? Now we are suffering from this pandemic situation. Now to overcome this pandemic situation, so we need to go for the vaccination. So here we are using the Cowin site, and with the help of that, so we are maintaining all the data related with the vaccination of all the people. But so this is the user point of view we have talked. How to do the registration and how the vaccination is scheduled and everything. But at the back end, so how this site is maintaining all this data? How data of all the peoples? So for that purpose, we required the data structure, strong data structure or database, right? So the subject is related with this backend process, right? So how the data is processed or how the data is managed, how the data is retrieved or how the data is stored. So all these things we will discuss in the data structure subject, right? So basic concept related with the data manipulation, data storage and data retrieval. So all these things, so different kind of algorithms are there, right? For the searching, for the sorting, or for retrieving. So for everything, so the algorithm is there. So we will discuss all these algorithms in this data structure subject, right? So one examples I have given here, that is the vaccination drive, right? So we'll discuss in detail. So here now program outcomes. So engineering graduates will be able to. So engineering knowledge. So is it necessary to explain all these points, or I will go through short points? Is it necessary to explain all the points? Engineering knowledge. So engineering knowledge means, so whatever the knowledge you got at the time of in this throughout the 4 years, so apply the knowledge of mathematics, science, engineering fundamentals, and engineering specification. For what purpose? So to know where we are applying this knowledge, to provide the solution to the complex problems. So we need to identify the problems in the society. So first we need to identify the problems, available problems in the society. Now we discuss the example of vaccination drive, right? So here, so first we have identified the complex problem. So we want to give the vaccination to all the people. So how to give the vaccination, or how to do the management of all these things. So for that purpose, we have developed the one website. So that is COVID, right? So everyone is aware with that. So we have find out the solutions. We have identified the solutions, right? So how we have identified the solution? So for that purpose, we have applied the knowledge of our engineering, right? So in that mathematics will come, science will come, some engineering fundamentals and engineering specifications. So for example, your specification is computer science and engineering, right? So computer science related all the subject knowledge you have applied here, right? After that, problem analysis. Problem analysis means, so first you need to identify the problems. You need to, after that, you need to formulate. After that, review the research literature. The review research literature means, so when you are identifying any of the problem, so you need to do the literature survey. Literature survey means, so for example, so vaccination drive, we are talking about vaccination drive. Now, literature survey means, so you need to identify before some days. So is there any vaccination drive we have applied, right? So can anyone knows? So such kind of pandemic situation was happened before any days? किंवा अशी काही कालापूर्वी अशी काही अशी सिच्युएशन आली होती का? So have we faced such kind of situation before?
Yes.
Yes. So can anyone knows? So just plague, right? So I think everyone is knowing about the plague, right? So at that time, so nowadays so many facilities are available, but at that time there is no facility also, transport and how to travel from, how to transport that vaccination kits and everything, right? So here, so review the literature, research literature means, so we are studying the previous same problems. So same kind of problems we will study previously, right? So whatever the problem previously happened, so what kind of solution we have given to the same problem, so that we will review it by using the research literature. So literature means you are doing the existing system study, right? Or previous system study, right? Now, when you are defining any of the new system, or when you are defining any problem analysis, and after that, analyze the complex engineering problem. So reaching the substance by reaching to the conclusion. So using the first principle of mathematics, natural science, and engineering sciences, right? After that, so design development of solution. Design the solution for the complex engineering. First, we need to define the problem statement. After that, you need to develop the solution, or you need to create a design, right? So design the solution for a complex engineering problem. So whatever the problem you have identified previously, and design the system components or processes that meets the specified need with appropriate consideration for the public health and safety and the cultural, societal, and environmental consideration. Right now, here we are designing the solution. First, we will identify the problem. So here we have identified the problem, that is the pandemic situation. Now, solution to that pandemic situation is we need to go for the vaccination. So before going to the vaccination, we need to develop the vaccine, right? After that, we need to create their productions, right? Or daily how much production you are doing. So that ratio again you need to maintain, or you need to collect raw materials and everything. So all these things are coming under the design and development. And after that, conduct the investigation of complex problems. Now, the next page is the use the research-based knowledge and research methods, including design of the experiment, analysis, interpretation of data, synthesis of the information to provide the valid conclusion. So after completion of the design phase and development phase, so we need to go for the deployment or final implementation phase, right? Or conduct the investigation. Now, after development of the vaccination, so we need to go for the vaccination drives, right? Or final for giving the vaccination to all the people. So this is the last phase of the project, right? Or here again, investigation or identifying. Investigation means doing the applying some checking it is effective or not, right? Or in our programming language, we are calling them as a testing, right? Now, after that, so modern tool usage, right? So create, select, apply the appropriate technique, resources, and modern engineering and IT tools, including prediction and modeling to complex engineering activities with an understanding of limitations, right? So whatever the tools are available, so all these tools, by using all these tools, so we are developing the solutions, right? After that, next is the engineer and society. Apply the reasoning informed by the contextual knowledge to assess the societal, health, safety, legal, and cultural issues and consequent responsibilities relevant to the professional engineering practice, right? So when we are doing the professional engineering practice, right, or after completion of your graduation, so you need to work in some of the organization, you need to create your one organization, or you need to provide the services to the society. So at that time, you need to take care of all these things, right? So societal, health, safety, legal, and cultural issues related, and some consequent responsibilities related with the professional engineering practice. So you need to follow. Right? After that, environment and sustainability. So understand the impact of professional engineering solutions in the societal and environmental context, and demonstrate the knowledge of and the need for the sustainable development, right? And after that, last one is the very important. So sorry, not last one. So here 12s are there, 12 these POs are there. So ethics. So ethics is also important. So apply the ethical principles and commit to professional ethics, responsibilities, and norms of the engineering practice, right? So ethics means, so few of the rules are not on paper, right, or not written. So we need to understand ethically, or by considering the mutual understanding. So we need to understand some professional ethics and some responsibility. Now here, so as a teacher, my responsibility is to teach to the students at their, so what we can call, so whatever the part I'm teaching or whatever the content I'm delivering to the students, so students is able to understand. So this is the ethical responsibility of mine, right? So when I'm doing this is my professional practice. So I'm working in the organization, means as an engineer, I'm teaching to the coming engineers, right? Or future of the India's. So next is the individual and teamwork, right? So function effectively as an individual and as a member or leader in a diverse team and in a multidisciplinary setting also, right? So when you are working in any industry or in any in IT industry or in educational field, so as an individual, so whatever your role, so that should be played effectively, right? And after that, as a team member, or suppose if you got the opportunity to lead the team, so that role is also played very well. And if you are in the multidisciplinary environment, so at that time also you need to take care of your individual as well as your teamwork related things, right? After that, communication. So communicate effectively on complex engineering activities with the engineering community and with society at large, such as being able to comprehend and write effective report and design documentation, make effective presentation, and give and receive a clear instructions, right? So communication. So whenever or wherever, so you are working or you are doing your professional practice. So communication is very important. And in the communication part, so listening clear instructions and giving clear instructions, so that part is very important. So if you give wrong instruction or if you listen wrong instructions, so definitely, so whatever the work you are doing, so that will be outcome you will not get correct, right? So for that purpose, so giving the clear instructions and listening the clear instructions, so this part is also important in communication, right? After that, effective communication or delivering the proper content, right? So to the another stakeholders, so that is very important. After that, project management and finance. So demonstrate the knowledge and understanding of the engineering and management principles and apply these to one's own work as a member and as a leader in the team to manage the project and in the multidisciplinary environment. So that is project management and finance. That is depending on you. So what role you are playing. So if you are playing as a member of the team, so you need to follow the, suppose if you are the member of the team means, so you will get some task to develop or to complete. So you need to complete that task within a time. So with the, whatever the financial cost is given, right? Now, if you are not able to complete that task within that time, so definitely the time will increase, some financial clauses will change, right? So here you need to apply your project management and financial, here, this point you need to consider. So you need to complete your work within a time. Or as a team leader, so you need to, so whatever the teammates are there, so you need to guide them to complete the work or whatever the task is assigned to them. So as a leader also. So depending on your role, so you need to work, right? Or you need to manage the, and you need to take care of the financial assets also, or tasks. Lifelong learning. So this is the very important program outcome. Recognize the need for and have the preparation and ability to engage in independent and lifelong learning in the broadest context of the technological change. Now, these are the program outcomes. Now, this screen is visible, syllabus of the subject.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, now we have completed the part related with the introduction given. After that, vision, mission, objective, quality, policies. POs, we discussed PSOs, POs, right? Now we'll move to our subject. So syllabus of the subject. Now this PDF is visible to all? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now our subject is CS 213 data structure, right? So teaching scheme already we discussed, and examination scheme, right? Now here short introduction of the data structure is given. So just I will read it. After that we'll discuss in detail. So this course introduces the various data structures like this. So is it visible on the screen? So font is visible to everyone,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
or should I increase the size? Now it is visible. I have increased the font size. Now this course introduces the various data structures like searching, sorting, stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph, and hashing technique. So all these are the data structures. So what is mean by data structure? So this part we'll discuss, but in the data structure, so we are going to discuss these many data structure. First is the searching related data structure. After that, sorting related, how to sort the data. After that, stack, queue. So these are the data structures, linked list, trees, graph, and hashing techniques, right? So these many data structures we are going to discuss throughout this subject. Of course, includes the implementation of various operations of these data structures and some applications. So we'll implement all these data structures. So by using the C programming language or any basic programming language we'll consider here for the implementation. And application of this data structure also we will implement here. Now these are the part of our practicals, right? After that, what course prerequisite is required here? Now this course, so this data structure course require the prior knowledge of any basic programming language. Right. Now, how many programming language are completed to you? तुमच्या किती प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेज शिकून झालेले आहेत टिल डेट? C language. Okay, in first year. In which semester? In the first semester or in the second semester?
Second semester.
Second semester.
Okay. Means here, so you have prior knowledge of only C programming language, right? Means whatever the data structure, so we are going to implement here. So searching, sorting, stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph, and hashing. So all these we need to implement by using the C programming. But all of you studied very well. So basic programming language, that is C. So we'll use C programming language here. So for our practical, right? Don't worry. And if you are not able to understand or if you are not understood any of the concept, so you can convey me. So I will revise here. So before practical session or at the time of practical sessions, right? Or before implementation of this data structure, right? Or few of the concept. So I want to revise here. So whatever the concept we required here for the implementation of this data structure. So we'll discuss. So before first practical. Now we'll implement all the practicals or all the data structure by using the C programming language. Okay, no problem. Now objective of the course is to introduce students to various data structures. So here various data structures are there. So we'll discuss here. Second objective of the course is to develop the programming skills to implement and analyze linear and non-linear data structure. To develop the programming skills to implement and analyze linear and non-linear data structure. So meaning of the linear and non-linear data structure we'll discuss in the unit number 1, right? Or after completion of this syllabus discussion. So I will explain what is meant by linear and what is meant by non-linear data structure. Or this is here is the point, linear and non-linear in our first unit. So at that time we'll discuss. Third objective is to identify and apply the suitable data structure for problems. So first we need to identify the problem, right? And after that we need to solve that problem by creating the design. And after that, so by considering the data structure and programming language, so we'll solve that problem. So to identify and how to apply the data structure for a problem solving, or when we are identifying the problems, right? So we need to provide the solution, but at the time of providing the solution, so what type of data structure we need to use? So we'll discuss. So that is depending on the complexity of the problem. So for that purpose, we need to study the types of data structure and so whatever the data structures are there. So depending on that, we'll discuss the applications also. At that time, you will understand this objective, third objective. Now, what kind of outcome is expected from you after completion of the subject or after completion of this data structure subject? Course objective, outcomes. So student will be able to, so first outcome is expected from you is describe linear and non-linear data structure. After that, implement abstract data structures. So meaning of the abstract data structure we'll discuss. Third, analyze and implement trees and graph data structure. So tree and graph is also your data structure, separate data structure, tree and graph, right? And fourth outcome is expected. Identify appropriate usage of data structure for a given problem, right? So you are able to identify definitely appropriate usage of data structure for a given problem. So where to use which database data structure for which problem statement or for what type of problem statement. So definitely you are able to identify the appropriate usage of data structure for the different problems or for the given problem, right? Now these are the outcome expected from the students or from you after completion of the data structure course. Right? Now these are the syllabus of data structure. Now, 8 units are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 8 units are there. So we'll discuss one by one. So here I will give the introduction of all the units. So first unit is, this syllabus screen is visible, Tom? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So till now, is there any question or any queries in your mind? So you can ask.
No, sir.
No queries. Okay. Unit number 1 is Introduction to Data Structures and Searching Sorting. Now, what is data structure? We'll discuss in that unit. Types of data structure. So here static, dynamic, primitive, non-primitive, linear and non-linear. So these are the types of data structure. After that, next is the study and implementation of searching algorithms. So that is linear search and binary search. So how to use this searching algorithm? So first we'll study theoretical concept and immediately we'll go for the implementation, right? So both the things we will discuss here. Now, after that, the third point or third part of the unit number 1 is study and implementation of sorting algorithms. So how to sort the data? Suppose any sequence of number is given. Suppose 100 number is given. So they are not in a sorting order or they are not in a sequential order. So for example, 1, 5, 10, after that 7. So likewise, the list of number is given to you and you want to sort them in ascending or descending order. So how to sort? So for that purpose, so these many algorithms are there. So we'll discuss all these algorithms. So bubble sort, insertion sort, merge sort, quick sort, selection sort, shade sort, radix sort, heap sort, right? So all these algorithms, so we will discuss as well as we will implement it by using the C program. Right. Now here, how many practicals we are going to perform here? So for this searching algorithms and after that for the sorting algorithms also. And this first point is the basic point, theoretical part. So we'll discuss this theoretical part. And after that, so here the next searching algorithms and sorting algorithm theory as well as practicals. Unit number 2 is hashing. So different hash function is there. So we'll discuss. After that, how to select the hash function. So collision resolution by open addressing, linear probing, quadratic probing, double hashing, collision resolution by chaining. So all these points we will cover in the unit number. After that, unit number 3 is related with the stack and queue. So these two are the different data structures, right? So stack. So in the stack, we'll discuss the definition of stack, how the stack is represented. After that, what kind of operations we are performing. Stack means, so here operation means inserting the data, deleting the data, right? After that, displaying all the available data, right? So all these operations we will study. And after that, implementation of the stack and after completion of definition, representation, operation, and implementation, so we'll see the application related with the stack. So application like conversion of Polish notation or evaluation of postfix expression into the infix or prefix. So all these applications or conversion of Polish notation. So all these applications we will implement as well as we will discuss also, right? After that, for the queue also same. So definition, representation, operation of queue. After that, implementation. Now queue is divided into different parts: linear queue, circular queue, priority queue. All these things we will discuss. Next is the list. Now here the list is the definition, representation, operation, and here the list. This is the linked list, right? So it is divided into three parts: singly linked list, doubly linked list, circular linked list. After that, so linked list is implemented by using this stack also, by using the stack, right? So stack using linked list. After that, queue using linked list, and application of linked list. So here, so where this linked list is used, so linked list is used in polynomial functions. So everyone is knowing about the polynomial function. So what do you mean by polynomial function or expression? Polynomial expression कशा असतात? Can anyone? Yes, Aditya. Hello. Sorry. So what do you mean by polynomial? So have you heard x square plus 2x plus any number 10 is equal to 0? So this kind of expression is called as a, in mathematics,
Quadratic.
quadratic expression, or suppose x cube plus 10x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So this type of expression is called as a cubic. Having two or more functions, right? So Akshay Patil has given answer here. Or if I ask some questions, so if you are not able to talk, so you can write your answer in the chat box also. So all of you use the chat box for the communication. There in the chat box, so many options are there. Suppose if you want to share your answer to everyone, so you can, or you can directly message me also, right? So what do you mean by polynomial expression? Equations formed with variables, exponent, and coefficient together with operations and equal signs. Okay, expression of more than two terms. Okay, so here I'm getting the answer, so just I'm reading it. Okay, all are the correct, right? But by using this linked list, so by using this linked list concept, what we are doing, so we are doing the addition and subtraction of these two polynomial functions, right? So manually, if you want to do addition and subtraction, it is very difficult, right? But by using this linked list concept, so it will be done very easily. Now all these data structure, so if you study or if you get the concept, so definitely all these concepts are very, very interesting, and definitely you will enjoy the sessions, right? Or once you understood all these concepts, so definitely very interesting practical sessions will be there, right? And definitely when you will get the output, so you will get a different kind of feels, right? Now these 4 chapters we will cover in the unit, in the section 1. in section 2. So next data structure. So this is the non-linear data structure, tree. So tree, in the tree, we'll discuss the definition of tree, traversal, linked implementation, operations on binary tree, binary search tree, introduction of threaded binary tree. So all these tree concept we'll discuss in the tree. After that, multi-way trees. In the multi-way tree, so these two trees are very important, B tree and B plus tree, right? So we'll discuss the concept as well as their implementation also. त्यांचे concept आपण discuss करणार आहे. First we'll study the theoretical part, and after that we'll implement it by using our basic programming language. So that is you studied, that is C. By using the C programming language, we'll implement all these data structures. After that, height balance tree, ABL tree. So ABL tree we will discuss here. And last unit is the related with the graph. Right. Now graph. So these unit is, so first we will discuss the directed and undirected graph. Graph terminologies we'll discuss, and how the graph is represented in a computer. Computer representation of the graph we'll discuss. And with the help of this graph, so how we are identifying the shortest path. So here the application is the shortest path using disaster algorithm. So, and here depth first and breadth first search. So these two part also we will discuss under the graph traversal method. Now application shortest path using disaster algorithm means, suppose you have one source and you want to go somewhere, right? Now suppose you are located at Pandharpur place. Right now, currently you are at a Pandharpur place and you want to travel to Pune. You want to travel to Pune, right? So many paths are available to travel to Pune, right? So how many ways are there to reach at Pune from Pandharpur to Pune? Can anyone? मला पंढरपूरनं पुणेला जायचं असेल. So I think everyone is knowing both the locations. So how many routes are there? Am I audible? आवाज येतोय का मला सर्वांना?
Yes.
मला आता पंढरपूरनं पुणेला जायचंय. Can I talk in Marathi? So it is comfortable to all. No one is from other state here. Yes.
Yes, sir, comfortable.
Okay. Now suppose I want to travel from Pandharpur to Pune. मला आता पंढरपूरनं पुणेला जायचं. So how many routes are there? Don't hesitate to give answers.
3, 4.
3, 4. So which one?
Sir, railways or roadways?
Okay, good. First one is the roadways. Second one is the railway. Aeroplane is there? Aeroplane आहे का? नाही ना?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. First we have go to Solapur then.
We did, but Solapur airport is, I think, not working condition, right? So we need to go
Yes,
to
sir, it's not
Hyderabad.
working nowadays.
We need to go to Hyderabad, or otherwise we need to go at Kolhapur side, right? So airway is very difficult, right? So two ways are there. So one is the railway, right? So by using the railway, so how many paths are there? So only one path is there, right? So Pandharpur to Kurdawadi via Daund and Pune, right? So this is the one path only. If you are using the trains, right, or railway. Now by using the bus or by using your own private vehicle, so how many paths are there? So forget about the railway, right? Now we'll consider the example of via bus or any other vehicle or any private vehicle, or we'll not talk about the vehicles. So we'll talk about only the routes, right? Roadway. Suppose if you want to go through roadway, right? So how many paths are there from Pandharpur to Pune? रोडनी जायचं असेल तर किती पाथ आहेत आपल्याला पंढरपूरनं पुणे जाण्यासाठी? माहिती आहे ना सर्वांना पंढरपूर पुणे? हॅलो, एम आय ऑडिबल? Hello, hello, hello. My voice is coming to all. Hello.